Yo, 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 welcome, welcome. What a crazy day, right? Let me get all situated here, get the music just right. Let me know if that's too loud for you guys. Yeah, that looks pretty good right there. All right, man, let's get into it. What's happening, everybody? Sorry I've been absent. It's been a full week since I've done a live stream, but life's been crazy. I got sick, I wasn't feeling very well, then work was busy, and I've been going to bed early the last few days. But here we are, man. I had to start the stream a little early. I got off work and catching up on all this crazy XRP news. The market's pumping. So let's go. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome, Penny. What's up, Dougie Fresh? What up, Crypto Clodo? What about the night? What do you mean? What do you mean exactly? So let's check this out. Take a look at XRP. Oh my gosh. What a chart. Holy shit. So as everybody's, I'm sure you've heard the news, but if not, XRP was deemed to not be a security by the by Judge Torres in the XRP versus SEC case. So Ripple, it's really good news for Ripple and XRP. And there's a lot of stuff popping off right now. So you can see XRP for the last few weeks, it's been basically hovering around 44 cents. And then once they made the announcement about the case earlier this morning, quickly went up about 100%, and it's sitting at 81 cents right now. So we'll start off getting into the XRP news, but first, let's take a look at some other charts here. Right now we see Bitcoin's pumped up to 31,300 on the bullish news about the case. And I mean, look at crypto bubbles. Holy shit. Everything's green. We got XRP up 73%, XLM up 56%. We got Hex up 25%, ADA up 20%. And you see these big double digit numbers on a great day. So, hopefully we saw the bottom of this bear market and things are starting to turn around. We're starting to get good news after good news. Everybody's so bearish after, years of hearing all this bad news about crypto. Things are really starting to turn around, and this XRP case ending today. I guess the case isn't over, but the judge made some decisions, some rulings, so that's pretty exciting. We'll actually get into that now. It's a crazy day, but we're at night in Europe. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that, my friend. So, to start off here, let's go through some tweets, catch up on the news here. So this is the big news of the day. Ripple, their official page. XRP is not a security. The victory for Ripple is a win for the entire industry and a step forward in the regulatory clarity in the United States. A huge thank you to Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, and the other leadership in the XRP community for their continued support. So that's the big news. That's really exciting. I mean, this case has been going on for years. You haven't been able to buy XRP in the United States. You can't participate in a lot of ICOs because of this ruling in this case that's going on. So many major exchanges were forced to delist XRP, including Coinbase and Kraken. And this was surprising to see here. We got Charles Hoskinson coming out and saying, well done, XRP. One small step for XRP Nation, one giant leap for cryptocurrencies. You can see he highlighted this quote in the rule. It's not a ruling. It's like the statement from the judge. It says XRP as a digital token is not in and of itself a contract, transaction, or scheme that embodies the Howey requirements of an investment contract. Rather, the court examines the totality of the circumstances surrounding the defendant's different transactions and schemes involving the sale and distribution of XRP. Basically, it's not a security. I mean, that's huge. That's definitive right there. So then we, after that, we had Representative Tom Emmer, one of the congressmen in the United States. He says the Ripple case is a monumental development in establishing that a token is a separate and distinct from an investment contract it may or may not be a part of. Now let's make it law. extremely bullish. They want to make this law. I mean, this is awesome. And it doesn't necessarily mean ICOs are legal now and you can go participate in ICOs, but what it does mean is that those are securities, and things like XRP and Cardano and all these tokens that exist on the open market are not securities. So this is extremely bullish for the altcoin market. We also had one of the Winklevoss guys, Cameron Winklevoss. They're the part owners of the Gemini exchange in the United States, one of the bigger exchanges in the US. And he says the sale of XRP on exchanges is not a security, which means the sale of all cryptos on exchanges are not securities. And the SEC and Gary Gensler have no jurisdiction over them. This is a watershed moment that regulates the SEC to TradFi and makes it a dinosaur regulator. Bye-bye. How great of a quote is that? And especially with someone from such stature in the crypto industry. You know, the founders of Gemini Exchange are basically saying, ha ha, in your face, Gary Gensler. So that's really exciting. Judge finding that, you know, SEC and Gary Gensler have no jurisdiction over altcoins, and they're not, because they're not securities. So that's really, really great news. Started getting some of the statistics. CoinGecko reported that XRP flipped BNB and is now the 4th largest crypto by market cap. So it's moving up the top 100 chart. XRP is currently 4th with a market cap around $42 billion with a B. So that's crazy. And then even more bullish news. So Coinbase immediately came out once the judge made their comments on the case and said their XRP USD trading pair is now full trading mode on Coinbase. You're now legally allowed to trade XRP in the United States. It's no longer deemed a security. You can feel free to buy it and trade it on US exchanges again. So how awesome is that? You know, if you wanted to buy XRP before, you either had to pay a premium or do some over-the-counter deal or use some VPNs and do some exchanges like Binance.com. And it's, you know, it just feels gross. It feels like you're doing something wrong when really you're just trying to participate in crypto. So this ruling changes everything. Not only do we have Coinbase, we also have Kraken listing XRP immediately after the case announcement. And if you're not bullish at this point, like, how can you not be bullish on crypto at this point? Not only is XRP not a security, they're approving the first Bitcoin spot ETF, which means, you know, pension funds and stock market funds are going to have to buy Bitcoin, and if they want to create a Bitcoin ETF, and they're going to have to hold that Bitcoin. It's not paper Bitcoin like a futures ETF. They're going to have to actually own the Bitcoin that they're selling in their ETF. So how awesome is that? We have the Bitcoin halving coming in less than a year. CPI and also the other inflation is down heavily today. CPI is down from 9% to 3%, and I believe the goal is 2%. And since the inflation's coming down, the Fed rate hikes are close to being over. So man, how can you not be bullish? This is such an exciting time. And as always, I mean, anything could happen. You know, anything crazy could happen, but this is such a great time to be in the market. Let me switch up this these tunes here. Switch over to some lo-fi or something. You guys have any requests on the music? Let me know. So yeah, that's what we're talking about today. So Ripple and XRP just going nuts. So Dougie says, that's what they say about CPI, but buying groceries still sucks hardcore. Yeah, I feel that. Things are still super expensive. There's different types, you know, there's, you know, the gas prices are actually coming down pretty cheap. So that's exciting, but, you know, waiting for the housing bubble to pop. That'll be nice when we can buy cheap houses again. But a lot of people think that we're going to have to go through a hard recession to get those prices to come down. We'll see what happens. I mean, the market seems healthier than the government cares to admit. So what else we got going on? Let's go check out some of these. There's some Twitter spaces popping off right now. So let's pop into these, see what people are saying about XRP right now. Let me pause the music real quick. We'll come over to the whale coin talk, see what they're saying. Maybe.
If you want to do that, how much you want to put? She said, I don't know, I have 1,000, 5,000. I said 3. She ended up putting in 4, right? And then I was like, she's like, well, how do I move it? And I said, baby, she said, it moves so fast. I said, no. We're not sitting here trading. This is an event-based financial decision. Ripple won a lawsuit or had a nice outcome. It already went up 80%. So you've missed the pump. This is not like a jump in there and get that 80% ride because the lawsuit, right? We're not degenerates here. Action is degenerate. But I said, this is an event-based decision. And look, by the way, you doubled up. You actually transferred a bunch of ETH. It was 6% from general sentiment in the market, transferred into Ripple at the up. I think Ripple's going to...
All right, this guy's putting me to sleep. Let's go, let's see what's happening over in the Bark space right now. These guys are some big degens.
New York State
should be usually, they're usually pretty entertaining.
To any structure that has a level requirement. They want to implement residential structures to be 100% electric. Do you know who owns the electrical grid for upstate East Coast? The royal fucking...
All right. Not my vibe right now. We're on some good vibes. So let's go take a look at some charts. We'll see, let's see what coins are pumping over on TradingView. So obviously, so we had the initial pump early this morning, right when the news dropped, 2 huge green candles, and then we kind of consolidated into this little flag here. So this essentially ends up being a bull flag. And then what you can do is take that same pole and run it up again, and that's exactly what happened. Now we're starting to get this same type of consolidation, and it actually looks like it's breaking out since I drew this. We're looking at the 15-minute chart, so that's pretty degen. But it's looking like we might get another pump up here to $1. I mean, if you look at on the 15-minute here, you look at the stochastics are low. We got a green dot on market cipher. You can kind of see the MACDs kind of swinging up here. So this is getting pretty interesting. I like to call this flagging out. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes up here and forms another flag and it just kind of consolidates and then does the same thing again. So we'll kind of watch for that, see what happens here. There's going to be a heavy resistance at $1. I think a lot of people, because that's a psychological level. A lot of people have been talking about XRP for years. You know, they're going to try to take those profits at $1 and get out. So shout out to the 7 watchers. Hope you guys like, subscribe, and share. If you want to buy me a coffee, head over to TreeCityTrading.us. Unfortunately, I had to take the merch store down. It just wasn't, I wasn't selling anything. So, this is one of the only t-shirts that exists. But, if you do want to support the channel, you know, rather than buying the t-shirts, you can always buy me a coffee over on TreeCityTrading.us. New website will be coming, but I had to cancel that today because, it wasn't paying for itself. So, on these other big pumpers, so what's interesting is recently, the SEC came out in a couple different cases, one against, I believe, Bitfinex and one against Coinbase, basically saying that these major coins like Algorand, Cardano, Solana, Polygon, Phantom, all these different coins are securities, and it makes Coinbase an illegal securities broker. So by XRP and Ripple winning this case, it kind of is bullish for the entire altcoin market, or at least those other altcoins that are in litigation for the same thing that Ripple was just basically accused of, or recused of. So you can see Cardano's here kind of doing the same thing. We had a big move up, consolidate, big move up, consolidate, and now we're starting to break out again. So what are some levels for Cardano if we want to zoom out here? Looks like we got a big level right at 35 cents. And we're kind of hitting that resistance right now. If we can get above that, I mean, it pretty much goes to 45, then straight up. I mean, and I wouldn't be surprised. You know, Cardano is a big one. You know, it's a big player in the game, so they're not going to 1000x because their market cap's already pretty huge. But I wouldn't be surprised to see them get back to $1 pretty quick, or at least 50 cents. Solana, same type of thing. I'm kind of curious if any, you know, would you guys ever think Solana is going to reach all-time high again, or is the manipulation from FTX just basically over? You know, the all-time high for Solana is $259, but many people believe that was SBF and FTX kind of inflating, and then you know, the Solana developers were accused of kind of inflating the TVL, basically staking one token, then moving those tokens and staking those, and they just had a ladder of, you know, it was really only like $10,000, but you had like $100,000 of tokens because they were staked 10 times, but it was really all just fake TVL. So a lot of the consensus is basically that this is all market manipulation. And then FTX happened, and it basically went straight down. So Solana ended up bottoming out around $8, but it's starting to come back. It's starting to look a little bullish. I don't think it's ever going to get back to the $200 level. I think it'll be lucky to see like $50, you know, in the next bull run. But right now it's 25 bucks. I guess we'll see. I'm curious what you guys think about Solana. Penny says Zen to $1 billion. Oh, for sure, for sure. And then of course here's Polygon, another one that was named in the SEC cases. And I mean, look at that green candle. That's another big one, another big green dildo. And then Algorand here. I mean, it's just been all red. This is the daily the daily chart, and it's just been all red for so long. And then boom, big green candle. So that's good to see. Good to see some things are starting to come back around. Everything's green today, pretty much, except the Zen ecosystem. So that's always fun. I actually DCA'd into some Zen earlier. I've been locking it up in staking NFTs just because I don't want to spend it. So I've been minting Zen, and I'm like, I'm so tempted to burn it for DXN or just get it for some ETH and move it to Bitcoin or something. But so if I lock it up in the staking NFTs, I can't end the stake early, so I'm forced to hold it. So I kind of appreciate the staking NFTs, and I've been basically doing these 100 million Zen stakes, and I have them just, they're only a couple months, you know, doing 2, 3, 4 months, and then once they mature, I'll be able to burn them for DXN or DB's NFTs once those come out. So that's exciting. How's VMPX looking? Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of in the pattern that we drew. Zoom out on the 4 hour, see if we're hitting any levels here. You can kind of see we fell through that bottom level and came right back up. I'm not sure what happened there, but fell all the way down to 5.5 cents. I wonder if they started turning the trading bots on. That kind of crossed my mind, because if we zoom over to Dex Screener and take a look at DXN here, we had that huge pump, or VMPX, we had that huge pump. So I wonder if this was moving liquidity from Bitcoin into the ETH pair, and they're kind of testing out the trading bots, and then this is just people taking profits. And then you can see this liquidity is being removed here, so that's kind of interesting. But it's looking strong. I mean, it's 5 cents, kind of what we expected. You know, it's when you double the supply, the price is probably going to half, and that's basically what happened. Maybe a third. But I'm still bullish on VMPX. I think it's going to be an awesome utility token, bridge token. Take a look at PZen. PZen had that big pump a couple days ago, but it's kind of cooled off since then. I thought this was kind of interesting the other day. I noticed, here, let's turn this up. We'll go to the 4 hour. But we kind of had this downward trend line. We kept bouncing off to when we were moving to the downside. Then we broke through it, and now we're retesting it as support. So this is called an SR flip. We're flipping this resistance into support on the upside. So that's actually really bullish, even though it is still kind of part of a downtrend. What's not bullish are lower highs. So this really needs to continue to the upside. If this doesn't continue to the upside, we make another lower high. We're likely going to see more downside on the PZen. And that's okay. I mean, that's a lot of Zens being minted right now, especially over on Pulsechain. So Pulsechain kind of has a different dynamic than the other chains because ZenFTs were released so early. Dougie Fresh says, I'm buying VMPX as much as possible, minted, but trying to get more. Yeah, same. I kind of have a goal. I want like 10,000 on each side at least. So if I, 10,000 on Bitcoin and 10,000 on Ethereum, and then hopefully pair them in the bridge, if that's how that works. That's how I'm expecting it to work. Take a look at Zen. Zen's up a little bit. I'm sure off the ETH pump. Zen ETH pairs up a little bit. I mean, got a couple green candles, but nothing spectacular. But these drops are definitely becoming less. And it's kind of forming this nice rounded bottom. So I've been talking about the rounded bottom for a while. And we kind of drew it here, and it's still kind of just doing this thing, bouncing off the bottom of this pattern. So it's hopefully it ends up being this little double bottom on the 4 hour. But you can see, I mean, this RSI is tapped out. It's fallen below 30. And then we can always pull out our RSI divergence cheat sheet. You can see right here we have higher lows on the oscillator and lower lows on the price action. So let's pull up the divergence cheat sheet. All right, so if we got, where are we looking here? Yeah, right here. So we got lower highs or higher lows on the indicator or the oscillator, and then we have lower highs on the price action. That is a textbook bullish divergence, class A reversal. So that's exciting. I mean, that's hopefully this becomes a bottom, especially with the altcoin market. I'm curious if we look at the alt season indicator. Yeah, we're starting to see a tick up on the alt season indicator. So when we're below 25, it's technically Bitcoin season. Bitcoin's going to be moving, outpacing alts. When we hit altcoin season, that means alts are flying faster than Bitcoin. But right now, so if 75% of the top 50 coins perform better than Bitcoin over the last 90 days, it's altcoin season. So right now, there's definitely not 75% of the top 50. There's only a couple. And what's kind of funny is it's XRP, it's Bitcoin Cash, Solana, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, Litecoin. It's all the ones that weren't named. They're officially not securities, including XRP. So that's interesting. VMPX was minted in 2 hours with 9,000 wallets, BRC20. That's pretty close. That sounds about right. I'm not sure exactly. I know I had a couple that got stuck and they weren't valid inscriptions. So I kind of have some like fake VMPX inscriptions. It's not fake. I tried to mint it, but it got stuck in the pool so long that it finally minted, but the mint was over. So it was outside of the range of the VMPX. I got a couple good ones. I think I got like 3 batches of 420 that were good, and then I had one that was bad, and then I had a good one that I accidentally selected 1 instead of 420, so I paid full price for basically 1 token. So that's kind of stupid. But all right, why don't we talk about some Zen projects? I'm sure that's what everybody's here for. So, been hearing so much about Zen lately, and I'm ready for some burning, you know, and not just DB Zen and DB Zen NFTs, but there's actually 5 new upcoming Zen protocols, and some of them we've heard of, some of them we haven't heard of. So we're going to talk about some of these new protocols. What's up, Crate Crypto? I didn't know I could move the slider past 420. I would have done more if I knew. I didn't either. See, I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it had to be exactly 420. You know, I didn't realize, I didn't understand how that all worked. Now I know. It was a nice learning experience for sure. But let's talk about these upcoming Zen burners. So the first one I'm sure you guys have heard of is called Horizon Protocol, and I'm having a difficult time wrapping my head around this protocol. So let's watch this video real quick, see if we can check out their user interface and see exactly what Horizon Protocol is all about. Oh, I guess there's no sound. So basically, I think they're building some type of reward system where you can turn your Zen into another token and then earn these other tokens within their own ecosystem. So there's Horizon, you know, there's these different Blazon. Is that what that was? That's funny. So I mean, look at that user interface. That's really nice. That looks great. I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around how it works. So with Horizon, it's Zeniverse rapid minting protocol, offering Zen holders a multiple on their holdings while giving them instant access to liquidity. Maximize your mints by holding Horizon, receive a guaranteed multiple for depositing the PEG Zen, get opportunities to purchase discounted. So we got a typo on their site, so that's not good. Get opportunities to purchase discounted Zen from the marketplace, and burn Zen to get access to exclusive NFTs and ETH rewards. Prepare your own Horizon, an algorithmic pegged digital asset that guarantees a multiple on your Zen deposits. I have such a hard time understanding how this works, and I actually messaged the founder, and we kind of were talking about it, and he said he's going to have it live on testnet pretty soon. So I'm really excited to see how it works on testnet, because I cannot wrap my brain around it. So it sounds like it takes your Zen, so you convert your Zen to Horizon to access the rapid minting protocol. And then once you have the Horizon, you're able to, I don't get it. I'm sorry. You earn a guaranteed multiple using Zeniverse autonomous minting protocol. Horizon's algorithmic peg and dynamic deposit rewards. Take advantage of Zeniverse's instant withdrawals and exchange directly on Uniswap v3 LP. Horizon accomplishes this by implementing a version of Zeniverse's Radiate protocol, a finance architecture managed to provide DeFi tools to intact. See, I don't get it. This is over my head. This is too much. I'm excited for it. I have to see how it works. I'm more of a hands-on guy. And I even plugged this into ChatGPT and asked it to explain like I'm 10, and I still don't get it. I think you trade your Zen for Horizon, and then once you have your Horizon, you can enter that into protocols to mint these Blazon and Frozen and Amazon, and and it kind of creates these liquidity pools, and that's where I'm excited for it. I want to test it. I'm really excited to test it. So shout out to Zen Universe. I appreciate him taking the time to talk to me. But they just released the updated light paper right before the public testnet. So once the public testnet launches, we're definitely going to be testing it on the show, see exactly how the protocol works. But I'm sorry, but I just can't wrap my brain around it. So that's the first Zen protocol that's coming out. That one sounds pretty exciting. I need to learn more about it. Another Zen protocol that's coming out is the ZXN protocol here. So I saw this yesterday. This account, TreeCityWes, dropped the ZXN ZX3 network ZXN light paper, ZXN protocol light paper version 1.3. So they got a Twitter account here. Let's go head over there, see what's happening. So this one I'm not too excited about. Cry Crypto, you didn't pronounce it as Horizon. That's funny. I know that was a weird one, right? You want to say Horizon. So ZXN protocol. I'm not sure I'm going to participate this one. I might just buy the ZXN, but I don't want to burn my DXN. So this one is pretty, I like the idea and I like where they're going. You basically burn your Zen with your DXN and then you earn ZXN. And it's basically the same protocol. It's kind of a fork of DXN, except you also burn your DXN to get this new ZXN. So I personally think that the DXN is it's too valuable to me. The supply is too small, and the fact that you earn rewards in the native token makes it very valuable to me. If I was to burn my DXN, then I'm giving up the future rewards that DXN token would earn me in the reward protocol. So I'm not really a fan of burning my DXN. I didn't burn it in Zenlon Mars. I'm probably not going to burn it in ZXN. I'm just going to keep it staked, continuing to earn my ETH divs. You know, every week or two I'll claim it once I have 20, 30 bucks in there, you know, pay for some gas fees and stuff. But hopefully this one seems really professional though. I kind of, you know, I like their graphics here. I like that they're building out their profile. They're starting new, starting fresh. They got the GitHub going. You know, it's not just some guy in a Twitter space talking about his token. They're actually building some things here. So shout out to ZXN protocol. I'm excited to see what happens. Hopefully burning DXN makes DXN more valuable. You know, it's going to definitely make it more scarce, and there's already only 5 million tokens. I personally don't think it needs to be any more scarce, but people over at ZXN do. So you can see it's kind of the same tokenomics. Instead of 5 million, they have 1 billion tokens. They're distributed over a shorter amount of cycles, so it's only over 400 active cycles, each lasting a day. And it's that same daily cycle that DXN has. There's a fixed allocation of 2.5 million ZXN tokens that are distributed among their users based on the batch burn credits. I thought they also could have thought of a better name here than the BBC token. I'm just gonna leave that there. In order to participate in ZXN distribution process, participants are required to burn Zen tokens. The burn process is batched with the smallest. So each batch of 1 million Zen tokens equals 1 batch burn credit. These credits are integral. Oh, so I guess it's an optional thing. That's kind of interesting. So in addition to burning Zen, users can also burn, so this makes it sound optional. Users can also burn DXN to increase their BBC. Pause. I need the Trayvon pause right there. That's funny. Each DXN burned multiples the BBC gained from burning Zen by 1. For instance, if a person burns 2 million Zen and 3 DXN, he gets a total of 6 BBC. This mechanism amplifies the user's contribution to the network and results in larger share of the daily ZXN allocation. So that's kind of cool. It's a different kind of protocol, kind of jokey with, I hope they change those batch burn credits, you know, make it batch credits, BCs, or CBBs, credits for batches and burns. Not BBCs, come on. That's a little too much for me. And then the third project that doesn't really have a name yet, but I saw Jake. I'm sure you guys are familiar with Jake over on Crypto Bros channel. He's always on with Crypto Kindness, talking about Zen, talking about X1. And he's actually building a project, so that sounds really bullish. He says, the thing I'm building for Zen will take Zen to a whole different universe, world-class game theory. The best dApp in the Zen ecosystem is being built into existence as you're reading this. Price performance and fundamentals are all that matters. Adoption and scale come from green candles. Everything else is irrelevant. Building for the people. So hopefully this actually comes to fruition. I'm not sure if he's actually named the project or released any ideas about the project, but he has some awesome clips where him and CryptoKiness are talking about Zen. Definitely go check him out. Seems like a really cool dude. But I want to know about this project, if it's him or if it's his friends or he knows the dev, but I know, so I on the show, he likes to talk about there needs to be a project that buy and burns Zen, which I think that's an awesome idea. I'd like to see what he builds here. The thing I'm building for Zen will take Zen to a whole different universe. So we'll see what happens there. And then we have another new project. This one is kind of interesting. I just found out about this one today. I believe this is one of the Chinese Zen holders. Hopefully I'm not being racist. Let's see, it should say translated from Chinese. Okay, so he has a pretty hilarious profile. If you come over here, he has this whole concept that Zen is a garbage dump and people come here and burn Zen. So it's pretty funny. It's the Zen garbage dump. Jack Levin generated a large amount of waste during the construction of the Zen ecosystem, and our mission is to burn this garbage. We are the Zen landfill. So I think that's pretty hilarious. And it's interesting. I wonder if they're going to actually tap into the Asian market. That'd be really cool. But recently it was found that the Zen ecology has added 2 new projects, Zen Garbage Dump, GD Zen. The project theme is very interesting. Zen Dump, burning garbage. It said that burning all the tokens in the Zen ecology or ecosystem. Twitter's active, quite funny, but the white papers have not yet been released. And then also ZXN, which we just talked about. So this is kind of an interesting protocol. I'm really excited to see what happens here. Shout out to The Verse. That's where I heard about this project. He actually tweeted about it. But the token of GD Zen is called the Garbage Coin, born in the Zen Garbage Dump. Believe me, you guys are scrambling to get the garbage coins. So this is hilarious to me. I mean, how funny is this? It's a freaking garbage dump, and then you got some Zen Shiba, some Zen Doge, got Phoenix, got DB Zen, got Zen tokens. This is so good. GD Zen will build a beautiful Zen junkyard on Polygon to burn Zen Doge. This Doge was severe inflation and MZen. It doesn't matter where you run, you can't escape the fate of being burned. So that sounds like a pretty fun project. Definitely go check out these guys. I support anything that's going to burn Zen, so their Twitter's at Zen Garbage Dump. Want to make sure you have the translation on, unless you can speak Chinese, but they have some hilarious comments here. You just come over here, hit translate. I don't understand it. So that should be a fun project. The Zen Garbage Dump. Nice little theme there. And then the 5th project that is getting ready to launch soon is TG Zen. I actually have a video covering TG Zen from a few months ago. If you guys want to check it out, it's one of the crypto AI reviews. But this sounds like a really cool project. You basically burn Zen to earn the TG Zen token, and then you earn reflections. And to keep earning the reflections, you continue to burn Zen over time. And I believe they were talking about launching. I thought I saw a poll a couple days ago. When should we launch? Yeah, 1 week. So on July 7th, they said 1 week. So maybe they're launching this weekend. I wonder if they're going to do a surprise launch. You know, maybe they won't lead up to something so they don't disappoint anybody. Might just do it at like 3 in the morning. That'd be pretty funny. May as well turn on the notifications for that one. They should be launching pretty soon. definitely check out the video on TG Zen. Also a really cool dude. He's always in the Twitter spaces chatting. So I definitely like the founder. He's a nice guy. I was asking him some questions about the project too. So yeah, definitely check him out. So we got Horizon coming, we got ZXN Protocol, we got TG Zen, we got the Zen Garbage Dump, and then we got Jake's project, which I don't know if it's unnamed. There's no white paper or anything yet, but that's a lot of projects coming up. And then I'm thinking about, I'm still thinking about the Zen tree or the X tree token where you burn Zen and it takes some of the Zen and adds it to the liquidity pool, so it strengthens the liquidity over time. I'm still thinking about burning that. There's always people in the spaces talking about making different projects. And then now that we have the Zen Launchpad coming out, that's going to actually happen. So people will be able to launch these little shit coins that burn Zen. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for that. So shout out to the people on Twitter. Definitely give me a follow over at TreeCityWes. Unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier, I did have to take the store down. Oh no. It's supposed to redirect me here. That's sad. Well, it should, if you go to TreeCityTrading.us, it should redirect you to Coffee. Definitely appreciate any support. Keep the channel going. I'm not quite monetized yet on Twitter, but still out here trying to provide all the Zen news, all the crypto market news that I can. So if you guys have any questions, you want me to look at any charts or any projects, I'm happy to do so. We can do some deep dives. I'm really excited to make some videos about all these new projects this weekend, especially ZXN and the Zen Garbage Dump. I think the Zen Garbage Dump is so funny. That's so good. Let's head back over to TradingView. I wonder if XRP is pumping. It looked like it was breaking out of that little wedge. Nah, it's still sitting there. Let's zoom in here to the 7-minute. Yeah, it's still just ranging. We just got to move this up here. But that's a good sign. I mean, that's a healthy consolidation right there. It's just coming up, coming down, coming up, coming down. Yeah, that's exactly what happened down here. Whoop. So it came up, came down, came up, came down. Or maybe we just hang out at 80 cents. Maybe that's all it was, but I'm curious what's going to happen when these other markets across the world open up. Are they going to go bullish on XRP? It should make for an interesting night. I'll definitely be watching this chart. Also Cardano, man. How great is that? That makes me so happy. That's one of my biggest holdings is Cardano. I got my 10,000 ADA just hanging out, staking it. Not spending it. I'm not doing any DeFi or NFTs anymore. I'm just staking my Cardano until the next bull run. Jake's gonna have to deliver after all those claims. I hope so. Man, me too. That'd be awesome. And he seems like the guy that would do it too. You know, he does. I think he seems like the type that, at least from watching him on YouTube, seems like the type that'll go get it. So what else is happening? Let's go take a look at the news. I heard Alex Mashinsky. Let's go check that out. So if you guys are familiar with Celsius, Celsius was an exchange in the United States, and they offered huge staking rewards on US dollar. Basically what it was UST, and you can stake it in Celsius exchange to get like 18%, which is ridiculous. So everybody was putting their money into Celsius. You know, BitBoy's been very vocal about it. He said he had over $1 million in Celsius when they collapsed, and they were basically just taking your money and then putting it in the Anchor protocol on Luna with the UST. And then when Luna collapsed and Three Arrows Capital collapsed, it also collapsed Celsius because, you know, all the money disappeared. They had something like $500 million. And when Luna collapsed, it turned into a couple $1,000s. So nothing really happened with that until today. The ex-Celsius CEO, Alex Mashinsky, was arrested and sued by the SEC. And how convenient is that? On the day that XRP wins the Ripple case, in the case against the SEC starts another landmark case against Alex Mashinsky and Celsius. The funny thing is, most of the crypto people are actually behind this case against Celsius and Alex Mashinsky because we all lost money. Anybody that had money in Celsius lost money. So it's kind of hilarious looking at the comments. If you go over to the SEC, I can't remember if it was SEC. Yeah, right here. So the SEC announced today we charge Celsius and Alex Mashinsky with fraud and unregistered offer and sale of securities. Basically what they just lost the XRP case, except this is an exchange and not a project. But these crypto people are so funny. Tiffany Fogg, she's a big crypto person. She said finally. Shout out to Augmented Meta. He's in the spaces a lot. He's a cool dude. Crypto degen, well deserved. Nice save, guys. Let me check your temperature, Mr. Celsius. So a lot of people are kind of happy about this. SEC needed a win so badly after XRP. That's hilarious. So a lot of people are happy about that, the Alex Mashinsky Celsius news. And it's just so typical of the SEC to come out and announce this after they lost the XRP case. Like, how desperate and sad is Gary Gensler? Fucking Gary. He's the worst. You guys want to see my new stakings NFTs? I got a couple on Pulsechain. I got a couple on Ethereum. I love the new interface on the site too. It's nice. It actually works. So, I mean, it's not much. I'm only doing 110 days and I'm only getting like 5 million Zen. It's probably not even worth the cost. But it was a low gas price, so I went for it. I locked up 100 million. I'm getting 5 million. If you think about it, that's basically 2 batches of DXN just for nothing. And the real reason why I did it is because now the Zen is locked up. I can't spend it. I can't do anything with it unless I try to sell it on OpenSea or something stupid. You know, I'm basically locked into this 100 million Zen. And I did the same thing over on Pulsechain. What's cool about the one on Pulsechain is come on, MetaMask. It's a rare one. So certain NFTs actually have a rarity. Or wait, no, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not this one. Oh yeah, rarity 1000. I'm not sure why it's rare. Let's go check. If you want to learn about crypto, Zen crypto specifically, check out zencrypto.io. They basically break down everything in the Zen ecosystem in text. It's very simple, very easy. So the rarity score. So it's a rarity of 1000 if it's a block number, which is a prime number. So I must have created this NFT when the block on the blockchain was a prime number, and that makes this NFT extra rare. Not that that means anything. It might mean something in a certain project if I burned it in that project, but why would I do that? I'm just gonna lock up this 5 billion until October, and then the reason I did October 1st is because that's when DB Zen launches. So part of my plan is to kind of lock up my Zen until DB Zen launches on Pulsechain, and then I'll have 5 billion to burn, you know, over a week or something. I probably won't burn all that in one day, but it depends on the lobby as well. Definitely got to pay attention to the lobby in DB Zen. Speaking of DB Zen, I haven't looked at my Phantom. As I've been pretty open about, I was burning a lot on Phantom early on, and the liquidity dried up. Come on, MetaMask. And the liquidity dried up. So I got thousands of tokens staked on DBZen on Phantom, but there's nothing I can do with it. So I got about 2,000 tokens staked, and I'm just getting these Phantom fees, getting a couple Phantom every day, just collecting it. And then what I'll do is I'll take some of the Phantom, buy a little Zen, or take my Zen FT mints, and then burn more Phantom and just continue getting more. But I'm not getting it like I was early, that's for sure. But I couldn't sell this. There's not enough liquidity in the DBZen pool to even sell it. I'd take like a 20 or 30% price impact. So I'm just kind of holding it and collecting the rewards and getting this little Phantom drip every couple days. I get a little more Phantom. All right. Yeah, look at that. Look at Cardano going all the way up to 35. Started the day going sideways at 28 cents. And it's just exploding now that XRP won the case, because that means that Cardano is not a security either. I mean, they basically said the same thing, that the sale of Cardano makes Cardano a registered security. And the judge today said that selling tokens on a secondary exchange is not a security. And that means that exchanges can sell things like Cardano and XRP and Bitcoin and Ethereum and not have to worry about Gary Gensler coming after him in the night. But all right, I think we're gonna wrap it up. It's been quite an eventful day in crypto. Exciting news about XRP, exciting news about all these Zen projects coming out. I'm gonna try to get back on my streaming every day, or at least most days. I took a little break over the last week, but oh, also Libre Dex. I believe Libre Dex is dropping tomorrow. Let's take a look here. Yeah, 19 hours. So we'll be covering that live on the stream tomorrow. Hopefully we get early access. I imagine what's going to happen is they're going to launch the early access tomorrow. So people will be able to see the decks, but only certain people will be able to participate. Kind of like how Unisat did it at first. If you remember the Unisat marketplace, only certain people could trade if you had so many points. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, we'll be covering that tomorrow. Hopefully you guys come out. We got another Tree City DCA on Friday, so we'll be doing that tomorrow night as well. But man, it's starting to feel bullish, right? Things are starting to finally turn around. We might have one more big downturn, you know, in this fall, you know, September, October. But after that, I think the bull market's on. We're gonna hit the halving early 2024, and it's time to go. Let's go. It's all right. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Tree City Trading's out.